Fellow citizens of the world, God wrote an open letter with two appendices to the world with particular reference to Nigeria. Please let us listen carefully to the content of the letter. First, the highlights of the letter and the appendices. Nigeria is now a pilot nation for the transformation of the world. Political parties and monarchies are abolished by God in 2027. There will be no more elections in Nigeria. God appointed President Bola.Tinubu as Chief Executive March 2026 to December 2030. Release Nnamdi Kanu now with no conditions. The Council of the Indigenous People of Nigeria to meet with President Tinubu in March 2026 to effect the Self-Determination Program, which begins March 2026 and ends June 2026. Return land to the natives. Equal monthly payments to indigent households from March 2026 from the mineral resources. 50% of the proceeds must be allocated to indigenous households. By July 1, 2026, new nations begin their national programs. Religion can be a guise for cultism. Be careful. The 10 Commandments are the keys to heaven. Practice them. 2031, the new world begins. Now the highlights of the appendices. Appendix 2. Other appointments. Professor Adebanji Akintoye appointed as leader and father of the Yoruba people and to establish Oduduwa Nation. Chief Sunday Adeyemo Akogun and leader of the Yoruba people to establish Oduduwa Nation. Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the Biafra people to establish the Biafra Nation. DrNgoziOkonjo-Iweala, mother of the Igbo people, and also to lead 10 world elders to establish new world trade institution in Ethiopia to ensure that goods are exchanged at a fair price without profits, and to make sure that through trade to eradicate poverty and ensure prosperity for all. Dr.ArikanaQuao to lead 10 African elders to dismantle all artificial boundaries created by foreigners and restore various nations and nations affected, to reunite families and nations that were separated because of the demarcation, and to reshape and rebuild Africa. Now the content of the letter in full. God's regret. My dear children, I am indeed sorry to say that you have been going through hell on earth. This is not my making. It is the making of the rulers and warmongers. It is because of this evil happenings that I have intervened and brought to you a new world. Before now, my Son Jesus Christ came to teach the nature's law, my 10 commandments, to the world. It is apparent that it fell on deaf ears, as less than 0.01% of the world imbibed the spirit of the 10 commandments. Visitation to the world. In March 2021, I went around the world. I saw that the world has been mismanaged. I saw poverty, hunger, oppression, hate, aggression, conflict, wars, coveting other people's land and resources, enslavement, and little or no respect for me, the creator of all living and non-living things. I immediately felt like destroying the world as I did in the time of Noah, not with water, but by fire. Confession and forgiveness. I decided to forgive. I decided to give opportunity for nations and individuals who have committed crimes against humanity to confess their sins and ask for forgiveness. All the nations that I created, I gave them languages and ancestral lands. These are legacies that must not be taken away. It is a sin against God and humanity to dispossess people of their languages and native lands under any guise. The indigenous people were made to suffer while foreigners enjoy their lands and resources. This is not acceptable. The transformation. In 2024, I began the restoration project, the world of peace, happiness, and prosperity, which I originally planned for humanity before you permitted Satan to take control. I sent a book to the world titled Natural World Restoration and also my directives for the implementation of the Natural World project. This project is for 7 years, 2024 to 2030. The third war starts in January 2031. Before 2031, I expect nations and individuals to have transformed. Governance. The governance of the world has changed. The governance of the world has changed. I am now the head of all nations. And the world. Effective June 2027, all forms of political parties and monarchies are abolished all over the world. They are no longer to be used as vehicles for public administration. I have placed the authority of nations in the hands of the indigenous people. They will control their lands and mineral resources. I have chosen elders of the communities, nations, continents, and the world as pillars of the world. They will monitor and oversee the activities of those selected or appointed, not elected, by the citizens to run the affairs of their nations. Guidelines. In 2024, a book written under my guidance titled Natural World Restoration was sent to the world. In April 2025, I issued some directives. These are for you to read and practice. This information is what all nations should use to develop their nations and citizens. The indigenous people must rise and support those that I have appointed and others willing to do my work. Pilot Nation for World Transformation, Appointments and Directives. I initially chose Kenya as my pilot nation. I wrote a letter to William Ruto of Kenya, but he failed me. When William Ruto needed me, I opened my door to him, but when I needed him, he shut his door at me. Now I have chosen Nigeria as my pilot nation and Dr.Tinubu as the chief executive. I made certain appointments and gave certain directives to Nigeria. These directives must be obeyed without delay. Nigeria has been in turmoil for a very long time. Nigeria was planned as a nation, as a lion's den to strangulate the indigenous people. The people prayed and cried out to me. In 2006, I wrote a letter to Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida to help me transform Nigeria. He agreed to do my work, but the people who lacked knowledge of how I work rejected him. In 2010, I wrote a letter to Yakubu Gowon to help me transform Nigeria. He did not do it, but started national prayers instead. The rejection of Babangida and the inactions of Yakubu Gowon put Nigeria in an irreversible dilemma. Presently, the people are enslaved, and the only solution is for each indigenous people to stand alone as individual nations. I hope that this time Nigerians will support Dr.Tinubu to do my work if he decides to do it. The appointments, assignments, and directives are in Appendix 1 and Appendix 2 attached to this letter. This assignment should have started in May 2025. Division of Nigeria. The indigenous people need to free themselves from the shackles of foreigners, money, power, religion, political parties, and monarchies. I have divided Nigeria into many nations. Those who will form these nations are those whose forebearers were in existence before any foreigner had contact with them or before any war was fought. They are the indigenous people to whom I gave their ancestors those lands and natural resources. Those nations who desire to form a union can do so, but the resources of each nation must be used for the benefits of the indigenous people of that nation. The identity of a nation is one language, one ancestral land, and one culture. I have cancelled all political parties' elections for Nigeria, whether now or in 2027. This is important for the fulfillment of the Natural World Restoration Project. Religion. Religion is used to control the people and also used as power and money generating empire. It has divided the world. The people are manipulated to believe they are working or they are serving God. That is not true. In 99.9% of the cases I witnessed, I did not create religion for humanity, and you do not need any structure or the intervention of anyone to know me or meet with Jesus Christ, my Son. I am your Father in heaven. I'm not a religion. All I need is a good heart, good conscience, and the practice of the 10 Commandments. This is your moral compass, and these are things you should teach your children for a better world. The people must learn to discern the truth. A religion that has large number of followers today might have started as a small cult, unknown to the followers. The 10 Commandments hold the keys to heaven. Conclusion. I would be happy if Nigeria shows a good example to the world. The content of this open letter is not a prophecy, it is the reality and my communications to the world and those that are appointed to do my work. I hope that those that are appointed will rise, accept me, and do my work. The old ways are gone as I take control, and everyone and every nation must begin to change for good. Those who make war to seek peace never find peace. Peace is priceless, and it's the only way of sustaining humanity and the world. Your Father in heaven. Thursday, January 23, 2026. The content of this letter was dictated by God and recorded by Adebola Executor. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope and pray that we will make use of the content of this letter to improve the world we live in.